Login complete. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space. For wrestling fans like you, I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to talk about Friday Night SmackDown. This is the February 10th edition of the show. We are 8 days away from what is shaping up to be one of WWE's best cards in a long time. This Elimination Chamber card as it stands is stacked, especially with that main event involving Sami Uso, but Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. But the big question that everyone's asking themselves is whether or not Jey Uso will either help Sami beat Roman or betray him. So let me go ahead and address this really quickly. A lot of people, even in the live chat, are telling you that the Usos can't be in Canada. They can't show up in Canada. That's not true. Jimmy Uso can't show up in Canada. Jimmy Uso is the one with the DUI history. He's the one that's banned from Canada. Jey Uso, on the other hand, is not. And quite frankly, I think it's better if it is Jey showing up and not Jimmy. So Jimmy's probably going to be at home this Saturday, next Saturday, this upcoming Saturday. And unfortunately, would not be in attendance when the big angle takes place. But he's not important. What's important is what Jey Uso does. Jey Uso is either going to be the nail in the coffin for Roman Reigns, or he is going to kick off what seems to be the direction of this feud between him and Sami Zayn. And man, that's going to be a heartbreaker. When Jey Uso costs Sami Zayn in Montreal, you know that crowd's going to be 100 times over for Sami Zayn than he is now in the States. So it's going to be a heartbreaker. It is going to be a heartbreaker. But I am invested in this story. And I think things are going to be... They're going to be dope. They're going to be so freaking awesome. So I'm excited. I am very excited to see what they do with this next Saturday. Also, before we get to the review, we need to address Jerry the King Lawler. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I think was it on Wednesday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday when the news came out that Jerry the King Lawler got rushed to the hospital after suffering a stroke in Florida. I think in a condo, his condo in Florida. And people were worried. They were worried throughout the entire day that, man, this guy has a history of strokes and heart attacks. We know about the infamous heart attack in 2012 where he actually died, but they managed to resuscitate him from death. Michael Cole was ready to announce that he was dead, but he came back alive. Yeah, it was that bad. And then there was that infamous story where he had a stroke after having sex with his, I think it was his girlfriend? New wife? I'm not too sure. His significant other. He was having sex with her and then he had to get rushed to a hospital because of a stroke. I don't think that was the case this time. I think he was just chilling and then the stroke hit. I'm able to laugh about it now because he's okay. Matter of fact, Jim Ross put out a tweet saying, I spoke briefly with Jerry the King Lawler tonight. He's obviously weak, but I could understand his affected speech. Jerry's prognosis is positive, but he needs all our thoughts and prayers. So, you know what, man? Jerry the King Lawler is one of the greatest color commentators of my generation. He's also a legend in the business. I might not agree with a lot of the things he says. outside of the wrestling ring. But you know what? He has a right to his opinions. He has a right to feel and think how he thinks. He's done a lot of good for wrestling. So, with that in mind, please send your prayers. Send your prayers to Jerry the King Lawler. Hopefully things will be okay with him going forward. So, you know, we need some good news because you just never know what's going to happen, how things are going to turn out with these legends now. Too many people passing away, man. We lost Don West. We lost a lot of people. I think we also just lost the genius, Lenny Poffo, recently. And then, of course, Jay Briscoe. Like, man, listen, life is not guaranteed to you. Life is not guaranteed. Appreciate these legends while they're here. Put aside whatever issues you got with them off screen and just love them for what they've done inside the ring. That's all I'll say about it. So, prayers are sended. I'm sending my prayers to Jerry the King Lawler. They've been sent. And hopefully the people here in Alex's world will do the same thing. All right, so we're going to talk about SmackDown. No Rampage tonight. I watched Rampage. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I don't need to watch it again. It was getting to a point when it was live that it was starting to feel like, okay, well, this is starting to actually become a show. Now it feels like Sunday Night Heat. You get me? It's not like a show. If you watch it, it won't do anything for you. There are breadcrumbs of stuff that they can do. There are things in there where if you watch it, all right, at least it's setting up something. But you don't have to watch it. You know what I mean? It's feeling more and more skippable. It's not to the point where I feel like it's pointless. I do think it serves a purpose, but I don't feel like if I miss it, I'm going to miss anything. And I got into it with someone on Twitter about that. I made that statement. I made the statement like, hey, Rampage doesn't feel like a show that I have to watch. Am I alone in that? I'm not saying the show is terrible. Clearly there's good wrestling on there. But I feel like it's a show I can skip and not miss anything. I don't need to go back and watch it. Tell me if I'm telling lies. And I mean, folks, where's the lie? I'm just saying. I would like it to get to a point where it is must-see TV. It's its own show, but you gotta book it like it. It just kind of feels like, all right, you didn't get these guys on the main show, but we'll give it to you on the after show. I mean, if that's how Tony wants to book it, go for it. I mean, it is what it is. But don't expect me to care as much if you're not going to use it to advance stories. I mean, they had, I think, Hangman Page do an interview with Renee Paquette. That was nice. Saying that he wants to go after Jon Moxley again, but then he's interrupted by Chris Sabian. Kip Sabian. Chris Sabian. Wrong Sabian. Although Chris Sabian versus Hangman Page would be dope. Kip Sabian is what I meant to say. And so I'm like, all right. I mean, I'm not really interested in Kip Sabian versus Hangman Page. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you had Page and Tony Storm interrupt Ruby Soho after a match. And they were gonna say something to her, but then they got attacked by Britt Baker and, you know, the women's champ, Jamie Hayter. I mean, okay. They didn't really advance anything. They just fought. You get me? And the same thing with Dustin Rhodes and Swerve. Nothing really was advanced. It's just, all right, more filler. To just remind you that, hey, these storylines are going on. Nothing was advanced. No development in any characters. It's just there. I didn't need to see the show. I could have skipped it and just watched Wednesday. But okay, I mean, if that's what you want it to be, cool. I'm not gonna sit here and crap on that, but I personally feel that the show used to be, to me, it used to be at a point where, all right, I could watch it and feel like I'm getting more out of AEW. Now I don't feel that way. Is it because it's taped? Probably. If it goes live again, maybe I'll start feeling that way. But right now, I don't like taped rampages. I think that's part of the reason why I don't care about it. But hey, even if it is taped, you gotta give me a reason to care. It's as simple as that. You gotta give me a reason to care about the shows to make me want to watch. I had people sending me messages. I put up a tweet saying the show feels skippable, and people are saying, I haven't watched since it stopped going live. It stopped going live last year. You gotta give people a reason to care. That's not me saying the show sucks. It's just not worth watching. And again, where's the lie? You let me know. But anyways, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. So let's go ahead and pay these bills. You know, do the shout outs, hit the super chats, and then get right to the review. This might be a very short review. This might be a short review because there wasn't a lot that happened on SmackDown tonight. And the stuff that did happen, I was just kind of like, you know, we'll get to it. I thought the show overall was good. I enjoyed the Sami Zayn versus Paul Heyman segment. I enjoyed the Usos, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso versus Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Jey Uso showing up to help his brother. The interaction with Jey and Sami. So again, the hottest thing about this show is everything revolving around the bloodline. It was good. But the rest of the show, I'm just like, oh. When Chelsea Green, who by the way is killing it with this Karen gimmick. When she comes in within weeks is one of the best things about both shows. We got a problem. We need to go ahead and start advancing these stories, start advancing these characters, and making these shows must-see. Am I saying the shows suck? No. Am I saying the shows are garbage? Am I saying the shows are weak sauce? Am I saying the shows are skippable? I'm not saying that. People need to see the nuance and not try to hear what they want to hear. Just because I'm not up here saying it's the greatest thing ever doesn't mean it's bad. What I'm trying to say is that I see the potential. And I see that these shows can be so much better than what they are. But when are we going to start getting things moving? Because the Bloodline storyline is hot, but you're not going to have this storyline forever. It ends after WrestleMania. It's over. Once Roman Reigns loses those belts, what do you got? We need to start kicking shit into a new gear with the rest of these storylines. We got no Bray Wyatt tonight. That was interesting. Interesting call there. I think outside of that was the Fatal 4-Way for the IC title, and the winner of that match was Madcap Moss. You had Karrion Kross and Santos Escobar in this match. Rey Mysterio too, but we already saw Rey Mysterio versus Gunther, so we're not going to see that match again. You had two legitimately potential main event matches for that IC title with Santos Escobar and, of all people, Karrion Kross, and you went with Madcap Moss? We'll talk about it. But yeah, let me go ahead and get things started. I have 100 people in this thing, so I don't want to keep y'all waiting. So here we go. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all of my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, wait for it. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and your super chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Band t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America, the remix t-shirt made by It's Jay Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is Exter. Exter Wallet is changing the way you carry your items one day at a time. Long gone are the days of the bulky, boring, out of touch wallets. You want something more sleek? You want something that won't grow old? Won't grow bulky? Something that's everlasting. All types of materials for you. I use it every day. I want you guys to have it too. And I can get you an Extra wallet for 40% off. It's already cheap, but 40%? My dog. I think it's a deal. I think it's something that you all should get. So how's about we get a quick word from our sponsor? And then, of course, we'll get to some shout-out. Today's video is sponsored by Exter. In today's age, old leather wallets are a thing of the past. People are looking for something more efficient. That's where Exter comes in. It can fit in your front pocket or any other space convenient for your access. It is the perfect smart wallet for minimalists that only carry essential items such as credit cards and IDs. It also has a cool pop-up feature that allows you to see what's inside, so you always know what you're getting out. Plus, it comes with its own tracker that connects with your phone, so if you ever misplace it, you can instantly find it. Amazing designs, amazing features, all at amazing prices. And today, if you click the link down below and use the promo code JustAlex, you can get 40% off any purchase you make. I truly believe this is a great gift and it's changing the way people carry their items. So don't hesitate. Use the link below and get you a wallet today. Alright, thank you all for being here. Again, I see we have 100 people in this thing. So it's imperative that you guys like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. We're at 40 likes. I guarantee you, if you get those likes up, we'll have even more people in here. That's usually how it works. So if you haven't liked the video yet, hit that like button. Also, while you're at it, show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shiny Nice and Firestar Heart, Elias Demi, and Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I see some YouTube members in his house. We got Arit, Adam Ritter. I think I saw Quentin Blackman. Quentin has been here almost every stream, along with Carlos Marenzo. Carlos Marenzo into his house. Phantasmo. I think there's one more. Let me go all the way back here, unless I called them out. Oh, Firestar Heart. I was like, there's someone else in here that's a YouTube member. Firestar Heart. Well, I already said his name. If I see any more, I'll call him out as I say everyone else's name. So here we go. We got, by the way, these are the following people who showed up. If I don't see your name, please don't be offended. There's a lot of people in here. I don't want you to feel like I'm skipping over you. But we got the game 35. We got Tony J. Wachowski. Wachowski? Tony J. Wachowski. Did I say that right? I think I nailed. Did I nail that? Wachowski. Tony says the Usos can't go to Canada. No, Jimmy Uso can't go to Canada. Jey Uso should be able to. Unless he also has a DUI record that I don't know about. So y'all let me know. Maybe I'm missing something here. Last I checked, it was only Jimmy Uso who can't go. Jay should be able to show up. Girl boss, Jamarcus Williams. We also got Anthony. What? We also got Anthony is methodical. So two Anthonys. Anthony is methodical, and then Mr. Anthony. What? Big MGM. If y'all don't see Jay costing Sammy the match, yeah, if y'all don't see Jey costing Sami the match at Elimination Chamber, y'all falling right into their trap. Hey, man, you know what? Don't fall into the trap. Seriously, don't ruin it. Don't make them feel bad for being invested in the story. Let them fall into the trap. Why not? Explosive diarrhea. I hate that Jey will cost Sami at Chamber, and he will turn on him. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see that storyline, but that seems to be what the direction is, and that's going to suck. John Marks. Hades. I think I see Mr. Robert Brown from Brown Town. Taylor Alexa. Taylor Alexa is back after being gone for how long? Where you been? Fernando Vasquez. Nice to see you, man. Joseph Winters, Monaco 42. I think I see JJ. Who let the dogs out? Who? Bulldog. Jordan Williams. Stephen Harris. My goodness, so many people. So many familiar names in here. I haven't seen y'all in a while. Roe Punk, Ray Ash, Sam P. I think I see Christopher Carter, the Cerebral Assassin. Fem Fambot, where the hell you been, sir? Ducky's new. I don't think I've seen anyone named Ducky before. That's a new one. Let's do one more. Who's it gonna go to? All right, the last one's gonna go to Gino Morgan TV. All right, thank y'all for being here. If I don't say your name, please don't be offended. It's not because I hate you. I do want to go ahead and get things started here. I just want to get to SmackDown. There's a lot I want to say about it, but only the good stuff. The rest of it, I'm just gonna run through. That's it. I'm just gonna run through the rest of it. So if I don't say much about the segments that you want me to say about, I apologize. It just goes to show you that those segments had no effect on me, and I didn't care. No offense. But let's get to it, man. The crowd, for the most part, was hot. They were in Connecticut, right? It was... I don't even know where it was exactly. I just know it was Connecticut. The Sun Arena. Regardless, I think it was sold out. Big sold out crowd. They're selling out these shows like it's nothing. But we open with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has a mic in his hand. He says he's here to drop a few pearls of wisdom on us. Ever since he and Brock Lesnar conquered The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, he no longer gives out predictions, he gives out spoilers. He says the island of relevancy is under a two-pronged attack. Here on SmackDown with Sami Zayn, who he says, can you guys honestly say that Sami Zayn will beat Roman Reigns? Imagine a world where Sami Zayn beat Roman Reigns and the crowd popped. Got a standing ovation from it. Fans want to see Sami win, which is why it's going to hurt when he loses. That's my prediction, by the way. Probably a spoiler. But he goes on to talk about Cody Rhodes. He says Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania is trying to make it personal. He's like, you made it personal when you decided to go after the championships. These aren't wrestling championships. They're the very plasma that runs through the veins of the bloodline. The crest of the Anoa'i and Fatu dynasties. The titles are the tribe of which Reigns is the chief. And without these titles, there is no Roman Reigns. And then the crowd is going crazy. And they're making it seem like the crowd's going crazy because Paul Heyman made that statement. No, they're going crazy because Sami Zayn showed up. Sami, who's the hottest act in WWE right now, grabs the microphone and tells Paul, calm down, I'm not here to help you. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not even here to help you either, but I'm not here to hurt you. Zayn is going to hurt him only if he tries anything crazy. Because if he wanted to, he would have already done it. He could have dropped Heyman anytime he wanted. But he says a month ago, Solo Sikoa would have already been here and Samoan spiked him to the mat. A month ago, Jimmy Uso would have jumped him with a fury of punches. And the same could be said about Jey. But why has none of that happened? Because the rest of the bloodline knows Roman is off the rails. He's gone crazy with power. And the walls are closing in on the tribal chief. Everything is falling apart. Everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. I can't see you. Doesn't matter what I do. Can't see you cause everything's falling apart. If you know where that song comes from, we're friends. We're not possibly friends. We're friends. Cause that one, my friends, is an old school reference. Anyways, he says everything's falling apart. He left the bloodline. Jey left on his own volition. And what do you think Jimmy Uso is going to do next? Do you think he's going to side with the abusive cousin? Or side with his brother? With his blood? What about Solo? What's going to happen when they all figure out that Roman has gone mad with power? And then he pulls in Paul Heyman. Gets right in his ear. He says, I have a spoiler of my own. Roman has 8 days left. He has 8 days left to be champion. He tells Heyman to tell Reigns to not worry about Cody Rhodes because he's going to be the one to take him down next Saturday. Great promo. Crowd was into it. So, I think I have come to the understanding, and honestly, I've just accepted the fact that Sami's gonna lose. I've already accepted it. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm not gonna turn this into a Bryan Danielson, Kofi Mania, CM Punk kind of angle because you already know. You know WWE is determined to do Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. And they're going to do what they have to do to make sure that match does not get overshadowed. Do I believe that's the right way to go about things? Yeah. I think Cody right now feels more like a face than Sami Zayn does. I think Sami Zayn momentarily is the hottest act. But over time, long term, I don't think he would fit as the main face of WWE. And the same can be said about Cody as a babyface. I think Cody will be a long-term champion. I just don't see it as a babyface. And we'll get to that when we get to it. But ultimately, here's what I'm going to say. Sami Zayn versus Roman next Saturday. Potential match of the year candidate already. Because of the story. The hype for it is, oh my God, it's insurmountable. It's undescribable. It's incredible. I can't even put a word to it. 6 months. You already know this match is going to be. It's going to have so much emotion. The crowd's going to be behind it. It's already going to be fire because of who's in it. Sami Zayn is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Roman Reigns is at his best. This is the best Roman has ever been. So you already know you're going to have an awesome match with an awesome build. But damn, I know it's going to hurt when Jey Uso turns on Sami. Let's talk about Jey Uso. So they had a tag match right here on the screen. Tag team championships. The storyline was, is Jey Uso going to show up? Well, he did. He showed up from the crowd just in time to help his brother, and they beat Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Good match, but the moment Jey Uso showed up, I'm like, they're going to retain, and they did. Backstage, you see Jimmy talking to Jey. Jay's all like, well, you know what, man? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to turn on Roman or help Roman. I don't know, but I'll let you know. Paul Heyman was listening in the background. He's letting his ears, he's letting his paranoia get the best of him, but he's the eyes and ears for Roman Reigns. And so he did this whole thing throughout the night where he was sneaking up on Jimmy and saying, hey, there are things about the show that you notice on that you tend to notice at home on screen that you don't see when you're in the arena, which I thought was a very good way of explaining how he is able to do the things that he does. But he told Jimmy, well, he told both the Usos, hey, stay at home next week. I want you to see what happens on screen to Sami Zayn. Right? So it's going to be the Friday before the big match on Saturday. Which, by the way, I'm not missing that show. I have a feeling we're going to do one more angle to really sweeten the deal for what happens next Saturday. So I do not advise that you miss SmackDown next Friday. I'm still contemplating if I'm going to do the preview for the show that Friday or the day before. I think I might go ahead and do it on Friday. Yeah, I think I'll do it on Friday. Couldn't hurt, right? But anyways, yeah, I just kind of just accepted that Sami's going to lose. So if Sami does beat Roman, oh, it's going to be such a big moment for me, especially now that I'm expecting him to lose. Imagine that. Imagine everyone's expecting him to lose and then he wins. What a pop that will be. But it's going to hurt less now that I know it's coming. I've already set it up for you. You already know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen with Sami Zayn and Roman. Way before it happens. They're going to fight. It's going to be an awesome match. Sami's going to come this close. Jay's going to cost him. And then Sami's going to want blood. Simple as that. And then we're off to Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And then we'll see. We will see if the fans are truly invested in that match after Sami versus Roman. I think we'll be fine. I have confidence in Cody and Paul and Roman to make it work. And during that build, we will find out what the real answer is. I just feel like for me right now, yeah, we should stay the course. Cody versus Roman is the right way to go. I could be wrong, but we'll see. But let me know, y'all, like, how do y'all feel? How y'all feeling about Sami Zayn and all this? Am I wrong? You let me know. You let me know, man. All right, let's talk about the rest of SmackDown. Chelsea Green was on the show. Yeah. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite acts. My favorite TV couple or duo is Chelsea Green and Adam Pearce. Every time I see Adam Pearce and I see that finger, I was like, oh shit. Here comes Karen. I love it. God, man, when she really starts getting into this, it's going to be so good because the reason why Chelsea Green is working so much for me is because of her booking. She's not selfish. The thing that really ticks me off about this generation of wrestlers, a lot of them are selfish. They're selfish. They are. They are selfish, egotistical. Oh, I want my spot. I want this spot. I want this spot. They don't want to do what's necessary to advance the rest of the roster. Chelsea Green understands what needs to happen for the show to get the most out of it, to get the most out of the show, for fans to feel like they got their money's worth. Her role right now is to be the punching bag. She is here to put over the main roster by being the Karen that everyone loves to see get beat. And she's good at it. Every time she's on screen, she looks gorgeous, and holy crap is she great at this character. She has so much charisma. So much charisma as the Karen. Now, it depends on where they decide to go with it going forward, but I can easily see her winning a championship. Easily, multiple times. She's so good. Why would you not put a title on her? Are you kidding me? I'm excited for what they're doing with Chelsea. Now, the match they had with Raquel and Liv taking on Chelsea and Sonya Deville, I can take her or leave it, but Chelsea was great. And again, Chelsea gets over through losing. That's nothing that pisses me off. We gotta protect everybody. No, we don't have to protect everybody every single moment. What is wrong with wrestlers losing? It is okay to lose. You can lose and still maintain your credibility. It just depends on how it's booked. Chelsea is in a great position to where if she loses, great. It's more material for her character. She can go bitch and moan and act like, hey, I should be given the attention because I'm a spoiled, rotten, blonde-haired girl. Like real Karens. I'm gorgeous. I speak well. I carry myself well. You should just give me attention because I'm Chelsea Green. Like a real Karen. God, I'm so happy she's here. It's refreshing to have a legitimate character that understands what her role is. We don't see that a lot. But yeah, like I thoroughly enjoyed Chelsea, although she's a raw talent, so I don't know if that was the best move, but what do we know? You know what I mean? Now, let me see here. Was there anything else about the show that I liked? I just want to be sure that I'm fair. I think I covered all the stuff that I liked. Yeah, I mean, just to quickly go through the rest of the show, they had Sheamus and Drew McIntyre squash Hit Row. Flop Dollar got his ass beat. And that was it. Look, I'm going to just say it right now. We need to go ahead and revamp this group. Hit Row it's not working. It's not working because it doesn't have Swerve. If it had Swerve, it would be one of the best acts on SmackDown. But without Swerve, strictly without that leader, it's nothing. So, back to the drawing board. Thank you for coming back. I hope that things work out for them. I don't think AJ and Francis and Ashanti are bad talent. It's just this isn't working. Hit Row is not working. It's bland. It's boring. So do something else. Maybe bring back R-Truth. Turn him heel. Bring back You Gon' Get Got, Little Jimmy. Don't boo me. You should be booing yourself. My God, he used to say all kinds of quotes, man. He had so many quotes. Don't what me? Okay, what me? It's just so many one-liners from that R-Truth. Bring him in, turn him heel, and give Hit Row to him as like a gangster stable. I don't know. Do something with it. Like, do that. I want to see what that does. If it fails, it fails. But nah, man, this ain't working. And I'm so happy that Triple H is willing to kill it if it ain't working. Just like with Baron Corbin on Monday, gave it the axe. Well, Hit Row ain't working. Give it the axe. Start over with him. Start over. You know what Austin needs the axe? This Viking Raider bullshit. Give this the axe. Quickly. It sucks. Badly. You know what also isn't clicking with me? I hate to say it, but blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, Lacey Evans ain't doing shit. This evil, spoiled, entitled American patriot veteran gimmick, I'm not feeling it, man. It has no fire, nothing behind it. I'm just very surprised they don't want to try her out as a babyface. Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm not saying Lacey Evans is going to be like the next Bayley or the next Sami Zayn, but we've tried her out as a heel for years now. We've tried her out as a heel. It just doesn't work. Just give her a shot as a babyface. Bring in Sergeant Slaughter. See what happens. Fuck it. Why not? Because she is cold as ice right now. I do not care. If you took her off TV, I wouldn't miss her. Her gimmick is dead. It's nothing. She's not doing anything for anybody. I'm just saying. But yeah, she had a squash match and she won with the Cobra Clutch. Yeah, that was it. She won with the Cobra Clutch. I don't care. What else happened on this show? I'm trying to remember. Did Natalya have a promo? Oh yeah, Natty had a promo where she called out Shayna Baszler and said she's a knockoff Ronda Rousey, and I went, ugh. Yikes. Then Shayna Baszler came out, and she gets interrupted by Ronda, and Shayna's all like, look here, I don't need you coming out to fight my battles. I got this. And then Shayna and Ronda smile, and they beat up Natalya, because I'm like, all right, I guess that's them going, gotcha. And then Shotzi Blackheart comes out, and then they kick her ass, too. And I'm like, ugh. That's why I didn't even... Yeah, let's put Ronda and Shotzi together again after that match of Survivor Series. Jesus Christ. Yes, Ronda's back. Yay! Sorry, it ain't doing much for me. LA Knight's back, but he was on the screen for like 10 seconds, basically telling people to forget about the Mountain Dew match, and let's talk about the future. You know, the future of LA Knight. Yeah! That's about it, and then he walked off. And then we have a promo interview, with Michael Cole and Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte Flair brings up her history at Rhea Ripley. Says 3 years ago, Rhea was green, okay, and not ready. And now that she is ready, it's going to be the fight of her life. And basically that Charlotte's going to kick her ass at WrestleMania, right? Okay, so I said this on Twitter. And you know what? I'm so serious about this, I'm going to pull up the main screen. Because this actually might be a short. You know your boy's getting into them shorts now. And my TikTok is blowing up. Them followers flying in on TikTok, and I love it. But if you really want to make a statement at WrestleMania 39, you want to make up for the awful booking that Rhea Ripley got at WrestleMania 36? It was 2020. Yeah, 3 years ago. You know the show where Charlotte came in and squashed her? Made her her bitch. You want to put over Rhea Ripley as a monster? Someone who can believably beat men? Because that's where she is right now. Rhea Ripley is such a monster, I can see her beating the men. That's how much of a gigantic, just an awesome talent she is. You can easily see her beating men. If you really want to put her over as like the next big sensation in terms of female wrestling, she needs to squash Charlotte at WrestleMania. And I'm not talking about like Goldberg 6 seconds in there. No, I'm talking like Charlotte tries to hit her. Charlotte tries to do whatever she can, and Rhea no-sells it. Rhea just completely runs through Charlotte. Because I know people are like, wait. What about having it compared to that? No! No! You've already had competitive matches with Charlotte and Rhea. Go watch those. I'm sick of this. Well, we gotta make everybody look strong. We gotta protect them. Stop it! Stop. Full stop. Enough. Why are we trying to protect Charlotte? It's Charlotte! Here's an opportunity to make up for what you did 3 years ago. You want to tell people that Rhea Ripley is here. She is the best female wrestler we have. She's so good that even men are terrified of her. Because she's coming out here beating up Edge and all these other big men and little men. She has a victory over Akira Tozawa. And you want her to have a competitive match against Charlotte? Nah, Chief. Nah, man. She needs to go in there and squash her. That's how you get her over. You want to make a statement, squash her. And before any of y'all say, well, Triple H isn't going to let that happen. He likes Charlotte more than Vince McMahon. That is true. Which is why Rhea needs to squash her. Because imagine that. We get to WrestleMania, Charlotte's in there doing her thing. Rhea just completely no-sells her and beats her ass. Clean. And absolutely dominant performance. Wouldn't that be a way to make a star? Tell me if I'm telling lies. Sure, You could have a competitive match. You can have him go in there and go 15 minutes, 20 minutes, back and forth. Or you can dominate Charlotte and make Rhea a monster. You tell me which one you want to see. That is the question. Do you want a competitive match? A Dave Meltzer back and forth match? Or do you want Rhea to go in there and beat Charlotte's ass? I know which one I want. Let's go. I am ready for the monster run of Rhea Ripley. I'm ready. You might disagree, and that's fine. I don't care. I know what I want. What do you want? I told y'all. That's going to be a TikTok clip. That was going to get a lot of views. Probably not for a good reason, but I don't care. I know what I want. What do you guys want? All right, let me see here. Sorry. Coughing up. Look, I'm coughing up a lung right now. What else is on this show? Or did I basically cover all the things I need to cover? All right, well, I guess the last thing we'll cover is the main event. The main event of the evening. Karrion Kross, Madcap Moss. And then, of course, you got Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. Shout out to that gear that Santos wore. That was straight King Cuerno from Lucha Underground. Love to see it. I low-key want to see Santos Escobar wrestle as King Cuerno. One good time. I want to see it, man. I think that would be pretty freaking dope. I'm sorry, look. Madcap Moss. Like, you could have done Karrion Kross versus Gunther and had an excellent main event set for you next week. That would have been an awesome match. You could have done Santos versus Gunther. Santos Escobar. I look at that dude and go, yo, there is something about Santos. I don't know what it is. So, I think the current iteration of him, it's okay. I like the suit. I like the Legado del Fantasma. I love him with Zelina. Zelina, oh my god. Chef's kiss. But, look here. The current iteration of Santos, it's okay. But, I don't mind saying this. This guy has unlimited potential. Santos, you look at him, and the sky is the limit. They got themselves somebody that could be massive for WWE. I don't know what he has to do, what he has to change, but the potential is there. It's just unlocking. It's unlocking it. It's giving him the right character, giving him the right gimmick, giving him something that I know once he has it, he can eat it and just run with it. We gotta find the right role for him. What that role is, I have no idea. But Santos Escobar, that's someone I can see being a world champion. So we got Santos Escobar. You got Karrion Kross. You got Rey Mysterio. You already saw Rey Mysterio and Gunther, so you don't want to see that again. All right, Karrion Kross, Santos Escobar, both of them would be great opponents for Gunther. And they went with born-ass Madcap Moss. Riddick Moss. His entire gimmick is being the boyfriend of Emma. Emma is more over than Riddick Moss is. Riddick Moss! Got me cracking my voice. Riddick Moss! What the hell is that? No one gives a damn about this match. This better be a squash match next Friday. Fuck, it better open the show and Gunther smacked his ass and pins on 1, 2, 3. It better be a squash. He better be a Sean Stasiak type of match. Ah! Runs into him, smack. 1, 2, 3. The fuck? Riddick Moss? Are you serious? Does anybody care about this? Look, am I crazy? Like, I'm asking you guys, am I crazy? Because I truly 1000% believe this is a waste of people's time. Tell me if I'm telling lies. All right. So, honestly, I know it doesn't really matter because no one's beaten Gunther before WrestleMania, but damn it, can we... Like, shit. Don't use that as an excuse to not try. I'm sorry. This is... Riddick Moss. Yeah, I'm good. Give me the Roman and Sami already so I can, you know, get something that's worth my time. And Joseph Winters is right. Alyx, that's not even a gimmick. It's not. That's the point. That's why it sucks. Man, I don't care. And the fact is that we have Emma and we're not doing anything with Emma. I don't know. I don't care. So, good luck to him. He's going to lose. I hopefully won't be bored by it. Make it a squash match and move on because I'm not feeling this Riddick Moss kid. I never have. I never will. But Triple H definitely sees something in him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have won. But that's just me. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. That's my thoughts. You got my clip of the week. It's my thoughts on Rhea Ripley squashing Charlotte. And if you don't know, now you know. And, of course, I, went on my rant about Riddick Moss. That might be a clip, too, so we'll have to see. But I'm definitely going with that Rhea Ripley clip. She needs to squash Charlotte. I'm excited about that. But give me your thoughts down below, whether you agree or disagree. Put it down in the comments. So, I'm going to spend the rest of the show here with the live chat. I see a super chat just sitting here, so I'm going to play the super chat. We have 120 people in this thing, but only 59 likes. What y'all doing? Like the video, goddammit. Like, we got like 120 people in here, but only 59 likes? Come on. Like the video. What y'all doing? Anyways, let me play these super chats real quick. We can dance if you want. Get it crackin' if you like. Must be a full moon. 'Cause I'm one of those nights.
This time around, many fans feel that this version of Rhea needs to do to Charlotte what Brock Lesnar did to John Cena in 2014, almost 10 years ago. Has to be done now. There is no other choice now. Thank you. You've already gotten competitive matches with Rhea and Charlotte. What are we doing? Why would you just be like, all right, let's have a competitive match? No! You've already got your competitive matches. Go back and watch them. This needs to be a squash. Murder Charlotte. That's how you make stars. Not really like murder her, but like, goddamn. Well, you gotta protect people. Stop trying to protect everybody all the goddamn time. Don't know what happened to the chat there, but now it's back. I hate when that happens. What y'all think? Am I crazy? I know I'm not crazy. Shadowstar, I agree that Rampage is skippable mainly because it's being booked like Dark and Elevation and not like a 3-hour show. And I have a question. Are you a Linkin Park fan? I am. I did not hear the new demo yet, but yeah, I am definitely going to be checking that out. Do I want Escobar or Kross losing again? Madcap can afford to lose the match. Didn't I just go on a long-ass rant about you can look good in a loss? Escobar can definitely take a loss. You might have a point about Karrion Kross, but you know what? That's another person that, hey, you have a great match with Gunther that can go to a draw? You protect both men. I understand what you're saying. You don't want either one of them to lose, but Karrion Kross is already losing. Why not have another one? Anthony White. The Bloodline storyline is the only noteworthy thing in WWE. Everything else is mad, but that's the problem.
if the Bloodline storyline is ending at WrestleMania, what are they going to do when it's over? What are you going to do? That's the hottest angle you got. Once that's done, what's next? Big GM. Again, it's less. Let's have a competitive match. More if Charlotte gets squashed by Rhea. How on God's green earth do you realistically take the title off of her? Just not a good idea for the division. What do you want them to do? Here's the thing. Charlotte Flair has been pushed like a monster. No one told them to push her that way. So the only way for you to make the next star is for someone to squash Charlotte. So, okay, you have a problem that you'll have to figure out a way to fix, but that's a good problem to have. I would rather them have the problem of Rhea Ripley is too over, who can beat her, than to not have anyone as over as Charlotte. At least if you have her squash Charlotte, she will be as over, if not more over than Charlotte. So now you get to have more intrigue for the shows. Sure, you'll have to figure out a way to bring everyone else up with her, but at least someone's over. Don't not put her over or get her over as much as possible because you're scared about the rest of the roster. The rest of the roster needs to step up. Period. End of story. I think it's going to be Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Nah, I have a feeling it's going to be Asuka versus Bianca. That's going to be a nice match. I'm excited about that. John Beal, Triple H's version of WWE has been mad to me outside of the bloodline. Well, we're still, guys, keep this in mind. We're still trying to reestablish the roster. There's a lot of people in WWE right now that are still very bland and need to be rebuilt, and that's going to take time. So give them some time, man. Any thoughts on Brett Cooper? Let me see. I feel like I should know who that is. Isn't that a commentator? I feel like I should know who Brett Cooper is. I know that's a girl, right? I'm looking her up. Y'all help me out. Who's Brett Cooper? I'm seeing her on Google. I've seen her before. I think she's a right wing commentator or some shit. I don't. Y'all let me know. Do you guys think Charlotte will stop getting constant pushes after she beats Staz's record? No. Why? If she's one of the best female talents today, why would they stop pushing her? Tell the best story you can with the women you have. No. I'm not going to take back what I said. I think Rhea Ripley should squash Charlotte. End the story. People are not going to be happy that I said that, but you'll be okay. You'll live. What y'all in here talking about? Jey Uso helping Roman as a test to just make Sami lose will probably happen. If Cody gets involved, that'll be different. People are telling me I need to update my cover. Yes, I do need to update my cover. I don't know what's going on with the guy who makes my cover, but he's been off the grid for a while. But I'm gonna message him today to see what happens. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. Got some updates for you. The Guns have won the titles. And then Gallus won the NXT titles. So let's see when he updates that. He'll probably update it soon. She's a right-wing commentator. What did she say? What did she say? Did she say something that I'm supposed to know about? Because I do not give a damn, quite frankly. I don't know who that is. You know what I mean? But that's just how Oz feels. Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and cut it off here. Before I go, I gotta plug my interview with WWE Hall of Famer Alundra Blaze, aka Medusa. The interview is up. It's already picking up some steam on websites. Please check it out. She was a blast. An absolute blast to interview. She was fun, very entertaining. I'm very curious to know what you guys had to say about certain controversial takes she had in the interview. So check that out, you know, when you get a chance to. But other than that, thank you guys for watching me. Thank you for making me a part of your day. As you file out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, click that bell, catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Tickest of the Talkist. I really do appreciate everyone who continues to support me, but always know, wherever you are, whenever you watch me, you will always, always be welcomed right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Thank you so much for the support. I'll get you guys next time. I'm out of here.